Hello everyone, this is Karen.
Hello everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at day 2 of Ariana Grande.
Born for Stardom.
That's right. And the vocabulary words are postpone.
Postpone.
Arnold had to postpone his trip because of a family emergency.
Concert.
Concert.
The popular band will put on a free concert in the park this weekend.
Reaction.
Reaction.
Katrina had a bad reaction to the hand cream that her friend gave her.
Profit.
Profit.
The company's profits are down from last year.
Childhood.
Childhood.
Jim was upset to see that his childhood home was for sale. I know.
So sad.
I know. We're not talking about this talented artist, Ariana Grande, right?
She's Italian, right?
Yes, she is.
So that's really funny that an Italian would be allergic to tomatoes.
That's right. I think she's allergic to tomatoes.
Because they eat a lot of tomato sauce, right, with their pasta?
So she kind of like made a joke about that on her Instagram.
Right. So she also does a lot of things to help out, right? To
That's
help
right.
people out. So what kind of projects has she been part of?
I think she started this organization to help with cyberbullying.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty important thing.
It's very meaningful. Nowadays, I think a lot of people are being, cyberbullied. So I think that's a really meaningful project. And what else has she done?
Well, I know because of COVID-19, one thing that she did was she partnered with Justin Bieber.
That's right.
And all the profits from the song that they created,
Stuck with you.
right, to go towards helping the children of the healthcare workers.
That's
Thank you.
right. So it's actually very nice because we all know that, everyone was suffering from the COVID-19. So they're doing their part to help the people, who put in so much.
Right. And she's also working on Project 100, which is also another project to help people from COVID-19.
So she has a beautiful heart. She's beautiful inside and out.
Oh, so talented.
I know.
Yay, Ariana Grande.
Let's learn more about Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Ariana Grande, born for stardom.
In May 2019, Grande postponed 2 concerts because of an allergic reaction to tomatoes, of all things. The Italian-American Grande joked about it on Instagram, writing, "There is nothing more unfair than an Italian woman developing an allergic reaction to tomatoes."
Today's lesson is called Ariana Grande, Born for Stardom. Part 2. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. And yes, Ariana Grande was born for stardom. When she was born, she had a #1 song the same day. Born for stardom.
Okay, it
Maybe
might,
not quite that
We're
fast.
not being that
No,
literal.
That would be weird.
But from the very beginning,
yes.
Grande had a flair. It was obvious that she was super talented, and you know what? She's made something of that talent.
Sure.
Big time. Her music career is second to none in the world, and I can't think of many people on planet Earth who are more famous than Ariana Grande.
Okay, in the world of pop music, certainly, that is definitely true. She started in local theater, hit Broadway at 15, and #1 albums just last year, Grammy Award. She's a global star. So we know all that stuff. Let's find out some interesting things about her, interesting and even surprising facts about her. And we'll go back to last year when she had Thank You Next as a #1 song, won a Grammy. Here's something else that happened to her, though, that year, something not quite as good as winning a Grammy. In May 2019, Grande postponed 2 concerts because of an allergic reaction to tomatoes, of all things. She ate some bad tomatoes, or some normal tomatoes, and her body had a bad reaction to the tomatoes.
She has a tomato allergy, so
Never heard of that.
She had to postpone a concert.
Yeah.
You've never heard of allergies before?
I've heard of allergy, not a tomato, peanuts maybe, or
peanuts,
something like
that,
tomatoes.
or hay fever. But anyways,
I like tomatoes. It's just
I like tomatoes.
too bad
as
for
well.
her.
Yeah, too bad for her indeed. Anyways, folks, let's go ahead and talk about the verb postpone. When you postpone something, you have to reschedule that thing, okay? You were planning to do it at one point, but now you're going to have to do it at a later point. You're putting that thing off, okay? That's what it means to postpone an event. For example, Arnold had to postpone his trip because of a family emergency. Originally, they were going to go in June. Now they're going to go on their vacation in August. They have postponed that vacation. They didn't cancel it. They're just going to do it later on.
Okay, it's kind of like the word delay, right? If you put
Kind of
something
like that,
off
sure,
to
yep.
a later time, delay something, but it will happen, so don't worry. The fans did get to see that concert. They just had to wait a few more months or something like that. Because, yeah, the fans want to see their favorite performer, singer, band, whatever, in a concert. Notice I said a singer, a band, not an actor necessarily, because a concert is a musical performance. So it's not a play, it's not a musical or something like that. It's a musical performance. It's a band, it's an orchestra, it's a singer, it's an opera, something like that. You would call that a concert because people are on stage singing and playing music, not acting. Not necessarily dancing. The music is the thing. For example, the popular band will put on a free concert in the park this weekend. So we can go sit on the grass, watch a jazz band or a pop group or an orchestra play some music.
Yeah!
It's going to be great.
Yeah, sounds great. I can't wait to go. Yeah!
You're having a strong emotional response.
Reaction.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my reaction, a positive reaction. Oh, I heard that news and it made me happy, so I reacted. Yeah, the verb would be react, the noun would be reaction. Basically, a reaction is what happens after something else, okay? One thing happens and one thing happens in return. That would be the reaction. For example, Katrina had a bad reaction to the hand cream that her friend gave her. So earlier, I had a positive reaction. You can have a negative reaction as well. Maybe an allergic reaction would be a good example of one of these negative or bad reactions that you can have. Anyways, more on the tomato allergy that Ariana Grande had. She said, apparently there is nothing more unfair for me, an Italian woman, to have an allergic reaction to tomatoes. But let's go ahead and hear from her herself. The Italian-American Grande joked about all of this, joked about it on Instagram, writing, there is nothing more unfair than an Italian woman developing an allergic reaction to tomatoes.
That's sad.
Because Italians like spaghetti and tomato sauce.
Pizza.
Oh, God. And pizza.
Tomato sauce.
Gosh,
yeah.
lasagna.
That is very
Terrible.
sad. Okay. Well, hopefully she got over it. Hopefully she finds a way to enjoy tomatoes because they are delicious and an important part of Italian cooking. But there you go. Life goes on. It's kind of nice to know that life isn't totally perfect for Ariana Grande. She's got a tomato allergy. That's one problem, along with all the fans and dollars and pop hits and global, fame.
Yeah.
She can't have tomatoes. Oh well. All right, let's come back after this break with more about Ariana Grande and her ability to eat all other foods.
Except for tomatoes.
Except for tomatoes, yeah.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们的课文标题说 Ariana Grande 是天生的大明星。那这不是说她一出生就大红大紫，一出生就发了很红的专辑。我们不能照字面意义来看。不过呢，这位才华洋溢的歌手，他确实很有天赋。Jeff 老师在开场的时候，他用到 literally 这个字 ，literally，literally 就表示照字面地。那它也可以表达确实地或是不夸张地。老师还有用到 flair 这个字 ，F-L-A-I-R。Flair 可以表达天分、天赋、才能，也可以表达独特迷人的风格。好，那么课文写到说，在2019年的5月，亚莉安娜她因为对番茄过敏而延迟了2场音乐会，这还挺讽刺的。毕竟她是意大利裔的美国人，那对番茄过敏不就得跟很多意大利美食说拜拜了吗？那我们先来看3个单字 ，postpone。Postpone 这个动词它表示推迟，使什么延期。那么 concert 表示音乐会。Reaction 是反应，也可以用来表达对食物或是药物的不良反应。好，那么补充单字 allergic allergic 它是形容过敏的，我们来学它的名词是 allergy，allergy，allergy 表示过敏症啊，或者是过敏反应。那刚刚 Jeff 老师在谈过敏的时候，他有提到这个 hay fever，hay fever 就是花粉症、干草热，也就是过敏性鼻炎。接话课文中
Ariana Grande, born for stardom.
When not performing or writing music, Grande spends her free time with her many dogs, which are all rescues. She's also such a Harry Potter fan that she named 3 of her dogs after characters from the books: Snape, Lily, and Sirius Black. Despite how busy she is, Grande always finds time to support good causes. She has taught music and dance to kids in Africa and started an organization that's trying to end cyberbullying. This year, she worked with Project 100, an effort to help families hit hard by COVID-19. In May, she and Justin Bieber released Stuck With You, whose profits help children of healthcare workers.
Okay, so Ariana Grande, she's got it all, but she can't eat tomatoes, which is kind of sad. She is Italian-American. She would probably love to indulge in that delicious Italian food, but alas, her life is not perfect. But hey, she does have her dogs.
That's true, absolutely. She does have her dogs.
She loves them.
Make her feel better. It says when not performing or writing music, Grande spends her free time with her many dogs, which are all rescues. Well, so she's rescued these dogs, not dogs that she paid a fancy dog breeder for. These are street dogs that people didn't want, didn't love, needed homes. We call those rescue dogs. So she got them off the street or out of a pet shelter, an animal shelter, something like that. Gave them a loving home and a wonderful future. She's also such a Harry Potter fan that she named 3 of her dogs after characters from the books. Snape, Lily, and Sirius Black.
Wow, that's seriously cool.
I'd like to see Ariana Grande, outside going, Sirius Black, come in for dinner.
I'm serious. Sirius Black.
That'd be a very strange image. But there you go. She loves Harry Potter, so she named her dogs after characters from the Harry Potter books.
And remember, all of her dogs are rescues, so obviously she's into charity and to helping people and animals out. So yes, despite how busy she is, Grande is always going to do something good. She's all about doing good stuff. Yeah, despite how busy she is, Grande always finds time to support good causes. She has taught music and dance as well to kids in Africa, and started an organization that's trying to end cyberbullying.
Oh, that's a good thing to do. Yeah, bullying people through the internet is not cool. And sure, teaching kids to enjoy music and dance is great. Doing it in Africa to kids who might not have the advantages that kids in America have, that's even better. And this year it says she worked with Project 100, an effort to help families hit hard by COVID-19. Yes, 2020 has brought a whole new group of folks all over the world, in America too, who need help. COVID-19 is really affecting people. People can't work, kids can't go to school, everyone's stuck at home. So Project 100 is helping with that. And to help in this cause, she got one of her, kind of famous friends to, help out.
And they sang together and they just made a boatload of money. Yeah, they're rolling in that dough. Not exactly. They were successful singing together, but all of the money that they really made, they went ahead and they gave that away. They made sure that children of healthcare workers were taken care of. But yes, in May, she and that famous guy, Justin Bieber, the Biebs, released Stuck With You, whose profits helped children of healthcare workers.
That is very, very cool. So yeah, the profits of this song go to healthcare workers and their children, to be specific. What is profit? Well, profit is kind of a business term. It's a noun for an amount of money. This is the amount of money that the business will make after they pay all their bills, you know. So if the store or business makes a bunch of money, they still have to pay the bills and buy things for the company, pay the workers, pay their taxes, all that stuff. But any money that's left over, that goes in the bank, that goes in the pocket of the owner or whatever. Those are the profits. Of course, when businesses start, people want to make profits. Otherwise, your business is there, but you're not actually making money. All the money goes back to the business. Profits are that extra stuff that you can put in your pocket or in the bank or something. For example, the company's profits are down from last year. Well, because of COVID-19, right? Many companies will have no profits or very small profits this year. I saw this video. I have to admit, it was really touching. It was made up of a lot of sort of cell phone and home camera video of families dancing, couples hugging, everyone, you know, stuck at home because of COVID-19. And Ariana's in it with one of her dogs, maybe Sirius Black. I seem to remember it was a little black dog.
Maybe.
And she's at home. And it was really touching, you know, realizing how many people are having a tough time with COVID-19. So good for them.
Good for them indeed. Also good for us. What's good for us? Taking a break.
亚莉安娜对番茄过敏，这样她就没办法好好享受意大利美食了，好可惜哦。那么 Jeff 老师用到 indulge 这个字 ，indulge 就可以表达让自己享受、沉溺在什么、沉迷于什么什么。那后面常常会接 in 再加名词或动名词。好，那么亚莉安娜她在没有演出或是不写歌的时候，她会把空闲时间来陪她的狗狗。那么课文写到说，她是非常忠实的哈利波特书迷，而用了书里的角色为她的3只狗狗命名。那这个句子有2个重点，第一个 such 加上 a 或 an 加形容词加上单数可数名词再接 that 子句，这个句型就可以用来强调这个名词，然后表达说如此怎么样，以至于怎么样，非常怎么样，结果怎么样。像是 It was such a beautiful dress that I bought it immediately. 那件洋装如此漂亮，以至于我马上就把它买下来了。好，第2个重点 ，name A after B 是指用 B 来替 A 命名。例如 ，She named her pet dog after a cartoon character. 她用一个卡通人物的名字来帮她的宠物狗狗命名。好，那么尽管工作很繁忙，亚莉安娜她总是会找时间来支持公益活动。那今年5月呢，她就跟小贾斯汀发行了 Stuck with You。那它的收益呢，帮助了医护人员的孩子。先来看单字 profit。profit 表示收益、利润。那么 Jeff 老师提到，亚莉安娜和小贾斯汀他们这首歌赚了很多钱，然后全都拿来做公益。那这时候老师用到boatload 就是船 boat 再加 load boatload 可以指船的载货量，也可以用来表达大量。我们就可以用 a boatload of 加名词来表达大量的某事物。好，那么老师还有用到片语 roll in the dough 可以用来表达赚大钱哦。那这边还有一个重点是，课文它是以 Stuck with You 这首歌来当先行词，然后后面接了关系子句 whose profits 怎么样怎么样，去补充说明这首歌的收益怎么样怎么样。好，那我们就来学习所有格关系代名词 whose 的用法。whose 当所有格关系代名词的时候，后面要接名词。那我们用 whose 加名词去引导形容词子句的时候呢，可以用来修饰前方先行词。像我们说 the man whose car was stolen 就表示那名车子被偷的男子。好，那么当先行词它是特定明确的对象时 whose 前面要加逗号，那这时候关系子句只是用来补充说明先行词哦。例如 Veronica whose father is a famous lawyer comes from a rich family. Veronica 来自一个富裕家庭，她的爸爸是个有名的律师。好，接回到课文中。
Ariana Grande, born for stardom.
And what about Grande's future? Word has it that besides working on a new album, she may return to her childhood love of acting, this time in Disney's next Hercules film.
We've learned a lot about Ariana Grande, but What's coming up next for her? That's what I want to know. And what about Grande's future? That is the question.
That's a very good question. Yeah, of course, she's in the middle of her career. Of course, she has something big coming up next in the future, in the next few months or years. It says, word has it,
Rumor has it,
that besides working on her new album, she may return to her childhood love of acting.
Ooh.
This time in Disney's next Hercules film.
Ooh.
Wow.
They're going to revisit that one. Wasn't that a
She's going to be
failure?
Hercules? That's going to be interesting.
I doubt
the strongest man or woman. Oh, maybe. Anyway,
She'll
we
be
don't
someone
know.
else, I'm pretty
we'll
sure,
just
yeah.
have to see. But yeah, she'll be back to acting. Maybe leave the singing to the side. Maybe Hercules will be a musical, or she'll sing the theme song or something like that. But yeah, we'll see her on the big screen in a Disney production of the great Greek myth Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules. I remember when that came out. I thought that was a flop, and
Was that
now,
the cartoon
now
or the one
maybe
with The
Cartoon.
Rock? The Rock
the-
was Hercules too, wasn't he?
This was the cartoon, the
Oh, okay.
Disney cartoon.
Yeah.
Hercules, new one, as a musical. What could go wrong? Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the word childhood here. Childhood. This word refers to that period of time when you are a kid or a child, okay? Before you are an adult and move on to adulthood, you are in childhood, though sometimes people think, okay, I've got childhood, then you've got your teenage years, and then you've got adulthood. But one way or another, if you are a kid, if you are a child, you are probably in childhood right now. Anyways, let's take a look at an example sentence. You could say, Jim was upset to see that his childhood home was for sale. Oh no, that house I grew up in when I was a kid, it's for sale. I hope whoever buys it will love it as much as I do. Anyways, our article is now in the books, but we still have the what do you think question to ask and then answer. Mike.
Yes.
Which of Ariana Grande's songs have you heard? And how do you feel about them or her?
Well, I've heard Thank You Next and Stuck With You, and I think they're interesting because one was about sort of moving on in your relationships, looking for that next great love, and then of course Stuck With You is about sort of being with someone and you know, going through the ups and downs of a relationship. So I thought that was, you know, an interesting comparison. She has two songs about love, but very different sort of takes, very different looks at the different aspects of love and relationships, and you know, taken together, they provide some wisdom there.
I couldn't have possibly said it any better myself.
Well, thank you.
All right, folks, with that, our lesson is now in the books, and it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Ta-ta.
据说亚莉安娜未来除了制作一张专辑之外，可能会重新拥抱她童年时期对演戏的热爱。那么单字 childhood 就表示童年时期。那我们把 child 改成大人 adult， 变成 adulthood， 那就是成年时期咯。那最后来看一个文法重点 ，word has it。加上 that 子句，表示听说怎么样，据说怎么样，传闻怎么样怎么样。那句型里的 word 在这边固定用单数型，那么 it 是虚受词，用来代替 that 子句。例如 Word has it that Jake is dating the boss's daughter. 听说啊 ，Jake 在跟老板的女儿交往哦。好啊，那么以上这些讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。
各位同学，大家好，我是季安老师。我们今天带大家看应答问题 （Questions and Response） 的第5个技巧啦。OK， 这个技巧呢还蛮妙的哦，就是你要注意语调有没有上扬。OK， 如果你还记得的话呢，语调上扬的是什么问句呢？就是 Yes/No 的问句。那你听到语气往上扬的时候呢，你就要开始有个预期的心理，就是说它的答案应该会是用 Yes/No 去回答。Alright， 有些人会教说啊，你前面都没有听清楚，没关系啊。他有时候哔哩吧啦很快啊，你就注意听语气最后面有没有往上飘。如果有往上飘的话呢，那你就要挑那个有讲 yes no 的 ，OK。但有时候他不会那么乖给你用 yes no， 他可能会比如说 yes 的话，他说 of course， 或者是他用 sure 这一种同义字去代换 ，OK。 好，那讲那么多，我们就来试试看咯，直接来试试看。
Could you lend me your calculator for a minute?
A. Certainly, anytime. B. Oh, thanks. I need it. C. Here, it's open to January.
Alright, 所以答案是哪一个呢？答案是 A 哦。Could you lend me your calculator for a minute？ 借一下啊，那个计算机借我好不好啊？借我一下子。Certainly, anytime，OK，anytime、就是任何时候都 OK 了哦。那它 anytime 其实有很多意思啊，就是它也可以当不客气的意思啊，说 Thank you，no，anytime，no 都可以的哈。Certainly, anytime。OK， 所以呢，答案是这个啦，其他的呢都不符合这个语境哦。Can you lend me your calculator for a minute？ 往上飘了，所以你就要选有没有 yes 跟 no。All right， 好，再来，我们再继续练习下去。
Can you show me how to get started with this software?
A. The show starts at 6. B. Sure, I'll help you out. C. Sure. Click here to exit.
有两个 sure 所以呢，你还是要听一下，就是他问的到底是什么哈。
Can you show me how to get started with this software?
Can you show me how to get started with this software? 这个软体要怎么开始用呢
A. The show starts at 6. B. Sure, I'll help you out. C. Sure. Click here to exit.
Alright， 答案是哪一个？答案是 B。希望呢，应该是没有人选 A 的。为什么呢？因为他说 Can you show me？ 这个回答里面有一个The show starts at 6。再见啦 ，OK。B 呢 ，Sure I'll help you out， 我来帮你哈。你说 Can you show me how to blah blah blah？ 可不可以教我怎么样怎么样？所以答案是 B 哈，Sure I'll help you out， 这个是 OK 的。那 C 呢 ，Sure click here to exit， 你要点这个才可以离开。但他现在要 get started with this software 怎么会是离开嘞 ？OK， 好，来我们再练习一题哦。
Would you mind saying a few words to the audience?
A. I don't mind where we sit. B. No, not at all. C. Actually, I can't read it.
Alright， 所以答案是哪一个？答案是 B。Would you mind saying a few words to the audience？ 它的语气往上飘了，所以它是一个 yes no 的问句。Would you mind？ 你介不介意？那你看到这边答案 A 啊 ，I don't mind where we sit。OK，I don't mind where we sit， 这样就错了，因为他没有回答到嘛。他说你要不要跟观众讲几句话嘞 ？I don't mind where we sit， 坐哪里都好，怪怪的。OK， 那 mind 跟这个 mind 相同、相似、相同的发音。OK。B 呢 ？No, not at all， 一点都不介意。答案是 B。Actually, I can read it， 没有回答到。Alright， 以上是我们今天的课程内容，我们下堂课见喽，拜拜。
See you next time.